Farris Gosea, a junior on the men's tennis team, looks like your average collegiate athlete. However, growing up in Wales, his journey of arriving and progressing at the university is one of the most interesting stories you'll ever hear.
Farris is probably the most unique student athlete I've ever recruited, in the sense that I never met Farris or saw him play tennis before coming on campus here. And it was a situation where we knew we were in need of another player. We only had 6 players on the team in that fall, and we had heard about Farris through Bruno Abdenauer, a guy on our team, and did a little bit of recruiting.
Not meeting Brad personally was definitely an interesting aspect of my visit. He was off with Dennis and Roy at a tournament, and I only met Marcos. So making the decision to come was definitely a big one, not knowing, really seeing my coach or being able to talk to him about the progression of my game and where I wanted to go. So it was definitely a risky choice for me, but also a risky choice for them, him not being able to see me too. So we've definitely spoken about that a lot, but I think now we've decided it's paid off for both of us.
In Europe, the majority of Gosea's tennis was individually based. Since coming to America, he has been able to experience a team aspect and atmosphere which have encouraged his game and growth as a player.
Playing individually in Europe and being on a collegiate team, there's definitely a big difference. For me, I love the idea of having 8 guys that you love around you and supporting you, trying to help you get further in your game. For me, that's a really big deal. Individually is great, but I feel like sometimes it can get a bit lonely with no one that's supporting you to talk to, and really going into the future, maybe not having that many friends to back you up.
Gosea's success has been brought to light this season. Currently ranked 13th in singles play, he has been proving how hard work pays off. Surprisingly, this path of success has not always been easy for Gosea.
Something I've probably seen for myself that I've liked is really the ability to not give up on things that haven't been going too well. You know, freshman year didn't do as well as I expected, sophomore year didn't do as well as I expected, and really wanted to go home at the beginning within the first few days. So as a junior, I feel like the success really has come from focusing on myself, you know, not letting other aspects of my life get involved in my tennis, just coming into Atkins every day, working really hard on my game, doing extra hours on court, extra stretching, extra fitness, has really progressed my game. Communication with the coaches too has been huge for me, making sure I'm always talking to Brad each day, him knowing what I want, and so collaborating on that has been a key part of my success too.
You know, he's a kid that has always had big dreams, but was a hoper. You know, a guy that wanted something without doing anything about it. And I think that his massive change in his life is he just stopped hoping and said, "This is the way I'm going to live my life. This is what I'm going to do." And you know, in that sense, all the credit goes to him, and he's been an inspiration, I think, for other guys on our team to follow. Like, wow, look at the change that he made in his life. To be honest, I think he's got a ways to go. His offensive game has a lot of room to expand. His body maintenance, really becoming professional about how he takes care of his body, is getting better all the time, but that can continue to expand. And as his offensive game expands and his body maintenance expands, I think he's going to only get better.
The story of Farris Gosea at the University of Illinois is not over yet. As a junior, Gosea has time to continue working hard and working towards his dreams of becoming a professional tennis player. For the Daily Illini Sports, I'm Jeff Omer.